The news we're following this evening, the trial of the former Brunswick district attorney who's accused of obstructing the investigation into the murder of Ahmaud Arbery continued today with testimony from other attorneys with direct ties to the case. Jackie Johnson recused herself from the case the day of the shooting and is accused of using her position to prevent the arrest of the men who were eventually convicted of murdering Ahmaud Arbery. Rich Donnelly was in the Glenn County Courthouse all day. He was in the courtroom. So let's talk about who took the stand today, Rich.
Anthony, there are two men named George Barnhill who both took the stand today. They're both integral in this case. The men are father and son. The younger George Barnhill actually worked for Jackie Johnson when she was the district attorney in Brunswick. The older George Barnhill was the Waycross district attorney, and he was the first DA to take the case after Johnson recused herself. Now retired Waycross District Attorney George Barnhill took the witness stand and said he took over the case regarding the shooting death of Ahmaud Arbery the day of the shooting after he said he had a phone call with Brunswick DA Jackie Johnson, who told Barnhill that she had a conflict, but that was it.
No instruction or no one way or the other. It's just, listen, will you handle this case? It's like, well, you know, what kind of case? And I don't think she even, other than telling me Greg McMichael, I don't know that she told me the victim's name, or she didn't give me an officer name. It was just to go to Glenn PD and they needed to talk to us.
Greg McMichael worked for Johnson and was eventually convicted in Arbery's murder. However, Barnhill said that when he met with the Glenn County Police Department the day after the shooting, GCPD showed him evidence in the case and informed him that they did not arrest anyone involved in Arbery's death.
They had made an opinion. They had senior staff in there. They had people that apparently had years of experience. That was their opinion.
Another criticism of Barnhill was that he was withholding information about the case, but Barnhill said there was a simple explanation for not making evidence public when the case was still open.
So when you say I was hiding information, it wasn't hiding it. I was not sharing information with news media or the dozens of other people that would call up there and demand to be told something.
And that was appropriate, right? I mean,
that is normal procedure. We don't, that's the way it's done. We don't, you know, the prosecutor doesn't try his case in the media.
Former Waycross District Attorney George Barnhill said that he eventually recused himself from the Arbery case due to increased threats against him and his family, although he added none of those threats came from Arbery's family. The obstruction trial of former Brunswick District Attorney Jackie Johnson will resume on Monday. Reporting live outside the Glenn County Courthouse, Rich Donnelly, First Coast News, on your side.